Hey, this is Mike again with another Roll and Write. This time we're looking at Encore, which is also a German roll and write that was brought over by Stronghold Games. And just for transparency, this is the other one that we were given by Stronghold at Gen Con, so along with the one I covered last time, Dizzle. And this one has some similar concepts, but let's go through the rules real quick. So once again, we're working to get the highest score possible, but this time there's no drafting. Instead, I'm going to roll 4 dice, and I'm going to pick a combination of a color and a value. And the game's played over the course of 30 little mini rounds, and you do a hash mark and then finish the X through the letters to keep track of that. So there's 15 letters, 2 hashes for each, and you get 30. And your score is based on a few things. First of all, if you get all of the boxes of a given color checked off, then you get 5 points for each color. The 3 is only in multiplayer if you aren't the first person to do it. If you fully fill in a vertical column, you get the higher value available. And again, the lower value is only for multiplayer if you do it after the first player. You get +1 point for every exclamation point left. And how those work are, you'll see that there is a wild side for the value die and a wild side for the color die. Each time you use those, you can pick anything 1 through 5 or any color for the result of that die. But to do that, you have to cross off an exclamation point. So you're basically losing points as you take advantage of the wilds. And then finally, I lose 2 points for every star I fail to X out, so I just want to get to as many of them as I can, and we'll see how we do. So first round, let me just show you how the gameplay works. So I roll my 4 dice, and here I can choose a 2 or a 4, orange or black. I can also choose to do nothing, although that's usually not a good choice. So I'm going to use the blacks. Let me see the orange. So I need to start in one of these white squares, so I could do an orange 2 and fill that fully out. And the rule is you need to start either in one of the white squares or adjacent to squares you've already checked off. You have to fully use the value, and each square you check has to be contiguous with all the other squares you checked. So here I'll take the orange 2, I'll check both of those off, and that's the end of the first round. Pretty quick. Okay, second round. Okay, orange again, that's not going to help me much. Ooh, but this is good. Blue 4. Now you might notice kind of strategy talk here. Each of the colors has a box somewhere on the grid of each of the numbers, 1 through 6. So for blues, for example, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there is no die roll for 6, so it's always going to take at least 2 turns to fill one of those in fully. But whenever you can get a perfect result like I did here with the blue 4, it's a great thing to have. Okay, round 3. Have to do yellow, a 4 or a 1. So here's the 5, but I can't fill it fully. I'll be leaving myself with like 1 block that I'd have to take another turn to do. The 6 is also available, and that appeals to me more. And by the way, again, it's available because I have an X next to it. That's why I can place new X's there. I think I like that one better because that's the 6, and I couldn't fill that anyway, so getting 4 boxes filled is fine for me. And again, they have to all be contiguous. You can't go like along diagonals. Okay, fourth turn. Got a 5 red, which I could start filling in the 6 here. 5 green, could do the exact same thing there. The 2 green could perfectly fill in that one, though. Yeah, so in general, I like filling the perfect ones before I fill the 6, because the 6 is kind of like my dump ground for results that don't fit anything I need. So let's do that one for this turn. Okay, next round. Okay, we got green 5, so see, a good thing I didn't use it last time. Now I could take the wild and get, for example, the green 1, which isn't a terrible idea because the green 5 is going to leave me with a green 1 sitting there, which means I'll have 2 green 1s, just lowering my chances of getting both of them. But I also hate to use my exclamation points early because they go really quickly over the course of 30 rounds. And I also want to make some inroads to these other places. So yeah, for now I'm going to do the 5 green and go down here to kind of let myself have some freedom with these options. Okay, round 6. So 4 or 2, red or green. The green won't help us at all. We can't even reach anything. Oh, the 4 red. Perfect. Now do note that the columns are worth a lot more on the edge and not worth very much at all in the middle, but hey, it's still good to get things filled out. Okay, 5, 2, red or orange. So orange, I could start off the big one, and I could do the same with red. Can't reach a 2 orange or a 2 red. I just have to like partially fill one of these ones. So let's see, of the 2, doing 5 orange would get me pretty far into here. So yeah, let's go for the 5 orange and keep pushing forward. Next round. All right, 4 red or orange or a wild. Might want to use a wild this time. Oh, actually, never mind. I got the 4 orange right here. So let's do that. Now, I'm not playing too strategically. Like I said, I'm not that great at rolling rights. I probably should be going for like specific columns, but for right now, I'm just sort of playing to fill as much as possible. All right, so that's a wild color or a green for 1 or 4. Now, the 1 green would be great because I have 2 of them sitting here. Do I even have another green to get to? No. So the question is, do I go for this one, getting me closer to the side, or do I take care of the one right here that I already kind of accessed everything to? Even though it's a star space, well, I might never get it again. Okay, let's do the star space for the guaranteed 2-point save. Okay, 10. 5 or 1. Hey, green again. Or blue. Oh, but I can do the entire, yeah. Let's take advantage of that big roll while we can. Got another star there. Okay. Getting close to the halfway point. I've not used a single exclamation point yet. That's pretty unusual. Okay, 3 or 5 yellow if I can. And 5 yellow. Yes, I can. Let's do that right away. Okay, so I do have the complete column. Oh, for a whole bunch of these. That finished off quite a bit, didn't it? But those aren't worth nearly as much as the things on the side. So hopefully we'll reach them at some point. Okay, 3 or 2, red or yellow. I do have a 3 red here. Have a 2 yellow to finish off there. But yeah, I think the 3 red, that gets me all the way to the complete left side. I need to push into the right side at some point, though. Okay. Oh, see, now this is where it's not as nice when my options are limited like this. So I can do a 4 blue or a 4 something else. So I could use a wild to get the yellow. Or I could start off this blue, although I've already got a 2 blue over there. And I wanted to get to the other side. So, okay, let's take our first exclamation point, lose a point for ourselves, and get the yellow moving over there. Okay, another wild or blue. Now, man, so I was thinking I would like to just put a 1 blue in here and leave myself open to the 5 since I already filled the other 5. But I can't because I can't reach a good spot. The 1 would just leave me with 2 kind of things cut off from each other. So I guess I'll just do the 5 blue, get a bunch of these things filled, and leave myself a 1 over here in the less valuable column. And I think we're right at the halfway point, or about there. 5 or 3, red or yellow. So I can almost fill that. Can't do any other reds. I can't do any yellows at all because I haven't reached the 3 yellow over there. Okay, so I guess we're doing this. Yeah, so once again, I think I'll fill in the more valuable stuff. And I could get the 2. Yeah, these are both worth 2 columns, so I might as well get it while I can. Has to be yellow, 3 or 1. I can do the 1. I guess that's the best I can do. There we go. Okay, green or blue, 5 or question mark. I do have the 5 green, so that seems like a gift to get that right now. Let's do it. All right, go into another round. So I got 12 left after this. Ooh, 1 blue or a wild. Did I reach it? I can do that 1 blue. Yeah, that seems worthwhile, I suppose. I'm getting kind of close to finishing off blue, but I don't know if I've actually finished any colors yet. I definitely haven't. With me not going to the other side at all. Okay, a 4 orange, or a 4 of any color. I could partially do that orange. Says that there's nothing 4-sized over here at all. That's a 3, I can't even reach that. Yeah, so I guess I'll go for the star and leave this bottom part, but now I'm definitely more into that side. Okay, 5 or 4, these high numbers are getting harder to fill. Green or yellow. It looks like the only green I can fill is this one, so that works out pretty well. So let's see, to finish off green, I needed the 3 and the 1. So if I can make that happen, that's 5 points for me. I mean, I could do a double wild and do whatever I want, but before I do that, let's see. Because blue is also fairly close to being finished off. I could take the blue and the wild and get both a star and this 2, but then, yeah, those are still out of the way. I could do the 5 red and fully fill this red space and get a wild in the process. Let's do that. So I'll use that to make the black wild into a red, and I'll fully use the 5. Because now red I have, I mean, it's a 1 and a 1, that's not great, and then a 2 over here. Okay, it has to be green, 3 or 1. The 3, yeah, and then that just leaves me a single 1 left, and I'm almost done filling that column. That's good. Has to be orange. I just got an orange here. Let's take it. Thank you, thank you. Man, running out of rounds. Ugh, this might be a skipped turn. I can't imagine that I have a 4 or 5 of anything left to fill. And yeah, definitely don't, so I get nothing. All right, here we go. Okay, I mean, I like these question marks now. Okay, yellow or green 2. So yellow, I've got a bunch of spaces left. Green, I've got a single. Oh, I could change it to a green 1. Let's do that. Yeah, because I want to gain this now. So I'm using the question mark to do a 1. That gets me every green, I believe. Yes. All right. I'd love to get some of these to fill some columns out. Ooh, 2 yellow would be great. Oh man, I just got a green 1. Okay, so I could do a yellow. I mean, an orange. I mean, green's done, so that's not even worthwhile. So, and 4 is too big. So I'm looking at a 1 orange, which is there or there. I mean, there I've barely done anything, so let's do it over here. Okay, 4 turns left. Let's see what I can scrounge up here. Ooh, 5. Okay. That was a quick one. 3 turns left. Give me something low. Okay, has to be a wild color, but it can be a 1. So orange has 2 1s left. Yellow is too much, I think. Yeah, I can't possibly finish it. I mean, the chances of me finishing orange are pretty low, too. Blue might let me get this 5 column. That seems like a good call. And then if I get a 2 blue... Oh, no, I need 3 more. Yeah. Oh, I can do any color I want. Okay, so let's do red. That's a star and finishes off a column. Like any other columns I never marked? Got that one. Oh, man, that would be so good to get right there. Okay, second to last turn. Here we go. Oh, whoops, I forgot to mark off. I think I used a wild on that turn. Oh, okay, well, this is a lot of freedom for me. Let's see, doing the 3 blue here. I would not be able to finish off blue no matter what, but it would give me a 3 column. Doing the 2 here would give me 5 points. So let's do that. I think I'm going to say it's a 2 yellow, which unfortunately uses, I mean, maybe that wasn't actually worth it with the losing 2 points from the exclamation point use, but hey, here we go. Final round. What have I got? Oh, it gave me a 3 yellow. I would not finish off yellow, so that's actually not worth anything to me. 1 red would at least finish this column off and get me 2 points. Yeah, I think that's almost certainly the best I can do. Okay. And so let's zoom in a little bit to check our score. So I didn't get that. I did get that. Oh, I did get this. I did get this. So I got a bunch of columns here and got no columns on the right side. Colors, I don't believe I finished anything except green. Let's see, there's yellow, definitely. There's blue, definitely. There's red, definitely all over here. And there's orange, yep. So bonus is only 5. My columns are 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19. And only 2 exclamation points left. And did I miss any stars? I missed a single star. So those cancel out. I have a score of 24. Let's see. Okay. That went well. 2.5 stars. Gosh. Okay, well, I guess I should have done better. Maybe I shouldn't have filled those big ones so quickly, because all those turns I rolled 5 and had to throw them away. That was good, not good. I guess thinking about it, I should have left a diversity of values among the colors. So if I did like a 5 red, leave the 5 yellow open, so that if I roll a 5 with a wild, I can still use it. But yeah, for my thoughts on this one, it's okay. I think both multiplayer and solitaire, it is less interesting than Dizzle. A big thing is that it feels pretty much the same every time. Yes, I'm going to get different values, but the fact that it's just one single board and kind of a boring board at that doesn't really do much for me. Also, while the choices are very quick, and I think there is a decent amount of strategy, as you were kind of seeing in me realizing what I might have wanted to do after the fact, I still think with solo just being 4 dice and you being forced to pick them, it's very fast, but not necessarily makes me feel that smart or accomplished. And as whether the randomness is better or worse in this one compared to Dizzle, I'm not sure. I think it's probably a little bit better in this one with the wild choice, and again the fact that there's like basically every value available on the map and you choose how you fill them out to an extent. Whereas Dizzle, as you saw, if those 2 AI dice just kind of decide to mess you up, you can't do much about it. So that was Encore, being distributed by Stronghold Games. Hope you enjoyed it. Good gaming, everyone, and I'll see you at the next stop.